scantily clad young ladies handing out all these free beverages. So as you know, I was a club disc jockey for 26 years. I played retro music, 70s, 80s music for 26 years. And there's not much I haven't seen in a dance club in 26 years. Unfortunately, I've played Dancing Queen more than ABBA ever sang Dancing Queen. But everything from bar fights to people getting drug out by their ears to chicks ordering beers at the DJ booth when I'm the DJ versus the bar. I've seen it. It's happened. You can insert it here. Travis is, okay, I can tell you when it happened. But I always cared about my bar staff because if they're not making money, the club's not making money, and dear old Travis doesn't have a job anymore. So there was always kind of a little psychology on how to rotate the dance floor and make sure that everybody made a lot of money and everybody went home happy. Good DJs know how to do that. Bad DJs wear you out by midnight and everybody's gone because they just got technoed to death until midnight. One thing that always drove me crazy about being in the bar business is any liquor rep that would come into our bar would then bring a couple of nice-looking young ladies, and they would walk around with shots and said, would you like to try some Jägermeister, Jägermeister, Jägermeister? Would you like to try Scully or Bob's Vodka or Ed's Red Bull and drinks or whatever? And they bring the scantily clad young ladies. The whole time they're giving away the whole dance club full of alcohol. The bartenders are solidly over there sitting there not making a dime. After being in the bar business for all this time and watching this travesty happen of all these nice young scantily clad young ladies handing out all these free beverages, we went on the hunt for a Crown Victoria to execute this promotion called the International Party Patrol. So at that point, we found a lightly used Indiana State Police car. It still had the low band whip antenna on it, and a couple fellas had it locally in Indianapolis. We purchased it, and then we wanted it to look a lot different, but exactly like a Crown Vic police car. So at that point, we ordered a Mercury Marauder spoiler for the rear end. We had it painted to mimic the California Highway Patrol. The decals are the California Highway Patrol, but instead of saying California Highway Patrol, they say International Party Patrol. You have to look at them just right. Same vector light bar, Mustang nose, blacked out taillights, and that thing was awesome. Still had all the federal signal wigwags and lights and everything in it, and people would get out of its way. As this idea developed, and we came up with all these different things for not just the promotion, but for the car, making it your own squad car and bending the rules almost to the point of where they break, it takes an art to get away with that. And our car was so much fun trying to dig out the correct decals, the correct spoiler, the correct everything, but making it almost like a futuristic police car. Not quite RoboCop-ish, but still your own version of a California Highway Patrol car. When the Party Patrol took over from the girls that were handing out all the beverages, we were hired by the liquor reps. And the liquor reps at that point would give us their corporate card. We would pull up in a Crown Victoria police car, full code, and then we would walk in looking like full code sheriffs and or LAPD or California Highway Patrol, and we would have ticket books, and each ticket would be an offense. At that point, if Ed is drinking an inferior beverage, I would write you a ticket for that. And if I was working for Budweiser that evening and you're drinking something other than a Budweiser, at that point I would write you a ticket and tell you, hey, go to the bar and get you a classier drink than that. If you give that ticket to the bartender, he will hand you your premium beverage. All I ask is you tip your bartender. So therefore, my bartenders are still working. They're still making tip money. And at the end of the night or the end of the promotion, I just go over there and take all the copies of the tickets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 30 beers, swipe for him, tip him again, and break camp, versus the girls just walking around handing beverages out. So this was a terrific idea, and everybody loved the International Party Patrol police car. It was a full code Crown Victoria painted to look like the California Highway Patrol, where it said serve and protect. It said party like a rock star on the back. It had a Mercury Marauder rear wing on it. It had a front Mustang nose on it, and it was incredible. Indianapolis hosted the Super Bowl. The Party Patrol was out every night. And we had liquor reps that thought it was the greatest idea ever. We would drive this party patrol car to McDonald's, and it would also receive itself free McDonald's, free car washes. We looked like full code police officers, even though our patches said International Party Patrol. The whole side of the car said International Party Patrol. People would get out of its way on the highway. It would tear up a 2-lane road. You're a police car. It was awesome until we took it to a college town. Didn't understand that half of the kids in the bar at the college town had a fake ID. So here comes the Crown Vic police car full code out front of the bar in a college town. Lights and sirens, boop, turn them off, walk in, and half the club's emptying out the back side of it because all these kids have fake IDs. And at that point, we were never allowed back in the bar ever again. And then we never, ever, ever did that promotion again because the stupid college town destroyed my great idea of the International Party Patrol. So the car sat forever and ever and ever. I would drive it occasionally. I had friends say, don't show up at my house unannounced with this car because it looks like a full code police car. People would use it for chive things and stuff like that whenever that was a thing. And then like models would use it to photo shoots and things like that. Time to get rid of the old Party Patrol car. And believe it or not, I did like a Facebook marketplace for this thing. Some kid that didn't have a driver's license came up with his uncle from Lawrenceburg, Indiana, and bought the mighty Party Patrol car. So on the way here to VINwiki, I Googled the International Party Patrol car, and it is now in Florida. So somebody in Florida has my International Party Patrol car. If you do, put the VIN number on VINwiki, and I will follow up with the history of that car. But it was the greatest bar promotion in the world. All of the bartenders made money, and it was a car thing, and it all revolved around that Crown Vic until we pulled up in front of that college town and emptied the whole bar out the back.